What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a couple things, just a little bit of things for the K-Series. Right now we're going to take the K-Series off the engine stand, which is Tommy's built one for his swap into his EK. And we're going to get Brian's stock K-Series on the engine stand and drain all the oil. It's the built K-Series. Been sitting back here on the engine stand. Covered it with this bag so keep the moisture out of it. Try to at least. There we go. So we're going to get this one off the engine stand, and we're going to go and get Brian's K-Series to his hatch. On the engine stand, he wants to drain the oil and see what that looks like. He already took the transmission off and made sure the flywheel is still good, so he ain't got to order another one of those, and it looks great. So we're going to get that done, and we'll see what that looks like. And another update on this, I'm still looking for a starter. Haven't even did anything with it. Haven't had a reason to do anything with it. Ain't been no racing going on. And yeah, whenever some racing comes up or track day, then I'll look for a starter. So yeah. Alright guys, we got that off the engine stand. Whew, that's heavy. Way heavier than a B series, I think. But yeah, we're gonna go get his engine and bring it back over here and put this on, get the oil drained out, and we'll go from there, I guess. Alright guys, we got Brian's engine on the engine stand now. He is gonna get the oil drained out and see what the oil looks like, make sure it's all good. We still do have to take the oil pan off because that has to be tapped for the return line for the turbo. But you can see the manifold's on there, turbo. This is, I forgot exactly what size turbo this is. It is a pretty big turbo though. It was on the built B series. The CRX that is on our channel was on that car, and it didn't spool to like 6,500 RPMs. But this is a lot bigger motor, so we're gonna see how it does on this, and hopefully make some jam with it. It is a stock motor. Only thing it's got is head studs, and besides that, we're gonna see how it runs. If it runs good, we'll keep it. If not, we'll figure something out. But this thing, it should work. It should spool that turbo no problem, just because it's a 2.4. It was on a 1.8 and it didn't spool, so I think it shouldn't have no problem spooling. It's almost ready to go in the car. He's still got to get a wastegate and a map sensor, and I think that's pretty much it. He's got to order a clutch still. He's gonna order clutch master's clutch, I think, and the engine bay's ready to go. It's all prepped. One thing we do have to do is pull the transmission apart. He's got to replace a bearing in here because it was making some noise before we took it apart out the car. And he does want to put some type of LSD in here, or either a phantom grip, or if he finds an LSD. So we're going to take that apart. I don't know if he's going to do that today. I don't know what all we're doing today. He just said he wanted to work on it a little bit. So I guess we'll just go with the flow and see what we get done today. You did see the car in the last video, the single cam on the dyno. That is a built single cam. He did order some new parts for it, so he got those in, and on the car he says run a lot better. The air fuels went straight 10.0, stupid rich, so now we should have plenty of fuel left to go, and we're going to put it on the dyno again soon, and we shouldn't have no problems making 400 plus on that. So he did upgrade the turbo too, so it does have a GT35R on it. So we'll get that on the dyno here soon, maybe in the next week or so, and put that on and see how it goes, and we'll keep you updated on that. Alright guys, he's breaking the drain plug now. The car was on E85, and how long did you go without an oil change? Oh, yeah. The car didn't get driven much, so it really ain't been driven much, but it's been sitting for a long time, but it ain't been driven much. So we're gonna see how this looks when he pulls the oil out. What are you gonna do here? It ain't that bad. It's definitely black, but it'll be alright. What's going on, guys? I decided not to end the video there. I did go to the store and I picked up a couple things. So I'm working on the starter right now that's broke. So you can see how the ear broke off because I only used the top bolt. But I did go to the store and I got a, where'd I put it? It's over here actually. I got a bolt that will work for the bottom because the bottom ear is fine on the starter. And I did pick up some of this metal epoxy. So I'm going to see if I can bond that ear back on the starter and maybe try to get both bolts back in there and see if it'll hold when the car's turned over. But if not, I guess I'll get a new starter. But I'm going to give this a shot first, see if it works. So let's get to mixing this epoxy and see if I can get this ear back on. Alright guys, we got the starter on. The epoxy didn't work, it was a fail. Don't even ask. But starter's in there. I do got the bottom bolt in as tight as I can get it. Even though I don't have a top bolt, I'm going to see if it works because I used to just have the top bolt. But hopefully it don't snap the other ear off. If so, I'm just going to have to get a new starter. But I guess it's worth a shot. So let's see if this thing fires up. Alright guys, the car started. It's been sitting for literally 2 months. Hasn't even cranked up, but it's running good. Starter works, so yeah. Got the tuna in the seat. Everything seems to be running fine, so we're gonna let it come up to a full heat cycle, and I might go drive it because this E85 has been sitting in here for 3 months probably. So I need to try to burn some of that out before I refill it up. But at least we can drive the car now. All right, guys, I went on the drive with the car. It sputtered a little bit. It's gonna need some spark plugs because I know before when I broke the trans, it was sputtering up a little bit. So I need to change the spark plugs. I got some new ones in the glove box, and it's probably the old gas too. Don't help. Because that E85's been in there for at least 3 months. But right now we're loading up Tommy's built K24. We're going to take it over to his house because he's getting ready. So we can pull the single cam out of his Civic. And then we're going to swap the subframe and start putting this build in his Civic. So we can get that done soon, hopefully. And we're going to get the strap down and head over there. So I got the Civic parked back over there, and right now we are heading to Tommy's house to unload this motor, and we're gonna get on the way. We're gonna try to get there before it gets dark, and I'll pick the camera up when we get there and show you guys a couple things he's got going on. Alright guys, we're at Tommy's now. Got the motor dropped off. Got it on a rolling cart right there, putting in his garage. This is the subframe right here that he got out the EG. Sorry if it's a little dark, we just turned the lights on, they ain't got bright yet. But we got the subframe out this EG. This is his 4-door he used to have. He had a built B series, which is over here. Let me turn on a light, that way you can see. He's got this. It was boosted on like, I think 5 pounds for a little while. It's a CSS, fully built, but the head gasket blew, and he let it sit for like a year, and then the water from the head gasket blowing ended up just rusting the cylinders and all that. So he ain't doing nothing with this. He went K-series. But yeah, we gotta get this car out the way. He wants to move this out the way because this car is going to the junkyard now. But we got this one out of here so he can put it in his EK, because in order to do the K-series and the EK, you gotta swap to the EG subframe. But yeah, that's his MR2. That's what he was gonna put the K-series in, but he decided to just put it in his EK Civic instead. So maybe one day we'll do something with this. I don't know yet. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. We got the K-series in here. Tomorrow we're going to start getting a swap out for his K-series. We're going to move that EP3 tomorrow. So the car is just junk car, been sitting there. We're going to pull the single cam out his EK Civic, and we're going to get ready and at least get the swap out and put the subframe in tomorrow. So we can go ahead and start getting the K-series bolted in. he's got everything to pretty much put it in the car. So we're gonna come here tomorrow and pretty much see how far we can get with that tomorrow. And it's gonna be nice tomorrow, so might as well do it. But give us a like, subscribe, and we out.